Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. pushing again. Yeah, I hit the bottom, but I'm on the mend. I get up, take another step, push it to the edge. I get up, just a little more, I can see the end. I get up, yeah, you're finished, yeah, you're mine, always win in due time. You think too much, it's in my head, so I'm shaking off the rust. And you got no trust, it's in my head, so I'm shaking off the rust. I think I broke just a little bit, walked through the fire, made it back again. Lord knows I tried everything I can. Now I'm shaking off the rust. Bang my head against the wall. Try to hold a smile, but I'm sick of it all. Everyone with something to say. Better hold my tongue or I'll make a mistake. I get up, show 'em what I do, show 'em how it's done. I get up. You're my heaven, and I'm your hell. She's my weapon, and I can tell you're falling. I'm not here to sell. Get off my level and in my spell. It's just a masochistic love. I've got the push under your shove. It's not the anger in your heart and in the pocket from the start. I'm not the fire in your chest. I'm just the words under your breath. Don't take the liar to your heart. He'll be the one to give you death. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weapon. Oh, blood is in my veins. You got my message in your brain. I'm not the one to go insane, but I'll keep walking to my grave. It's not like a god life. I live a little, 2 times, 3 times. I live a little. God, my mind's insane when you keep messing with my brain. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weapon. Time. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a human in this life. I'm not the one to tell you live right, but the signs are gone and the eyes are closed. In the words we speak are the last we'll know. I'm just a human. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a human. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weakness. Not like a god life. I live a little, 2 times, 3 times. I live a little.
the Stones Broadcast Network. And now for the play-by-play, here is Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. I am Mark the Phantom Lowe. That's Evan the engineer. That's Lute Statwalker, who's the boss of all the interns tonight, so we got to treat him with a lot of respect. But tonight's all about my man Clifton Taylor. His 50th birthday, the owner of the Potters, one of the owners of the Potters, and he is having a little birthday party out in the VIP area with about 250 invited guests. So that is the underlying structure of tonight's game. But on the field, it's a big one for the Potters. They won last Saturday and Sunday. They got wins over West Coast Kings and the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Then they were riding high at 8-5 in PEL play. Then went to Medford, and the Rogues took 3 in a row from our Lincoln Potters. So the Potters now 25-9 overall, but 8-8 in PEL play, and a couple of games out of third place in the PEL. Right behind them are the West Coast Kings, who are 8-9. So this is a battle for fourth place in the PEL, and also kind of hopefully propel, if the Potters can do well in this series, propel them to the rest of the season. Just a couple of games left in the season. So far, 14 games left on the schedule for the Potters, and they try to make it to the PEL playoffs. Drew Brown, the right-hander, is on the mound tonight. So Drew, who was fantastic in his last outing against Healdsburg, that was last Sunday, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, and he struck out 4. And kept the Potters in the game, in a game they eventually won in 10 innings, 3-2. So Drew is on the mound, and he will be facing a West Coast Kings lineup. And Evan, if we can put that lineup on the little screen here for people, that Nate Huey, Miles Clayton, Blake Porter, the first 3 hitters. Cord, who had a couple of hits against the Potters last Saturday. Jimmy McNiven, Tyrus Boat, Ryan Hubbard, Zach Altamore, and Bubba Martinez. Riley Lim, the right-hander, is on the mound for the West Coast Kings. We're just about ready to get started on Clifton Taylor's birthday. The national anthem, by the way, Amelia Taylor. Maybe there's a relationship. Maybe there's a connection. I think there is. She was absolutely fantastic. Man, she was good. Just a fantastic way to kick off this game as Brown delivers the 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. Drew from Sacramento, California, out of Charleston Southern. I believe he's in the portal now. And hopefully Mom Tracy is watching as that's fouled off. 1-2. Our first hitter, Nate Huey, is hitting .286 for the West Coast Kings. And Nate, or Nathan, is out of Pomona-Pitzer down in Southern California, and he'll get this one started. Sun is very prevalent out here as it's a very warm evening. That's inside, 2-2 on Huey, who is wearing number 6. West Coast Kings with their traditional yellow jerseys, gold jerseys, and white pants. 2-2 on the way by Drew. Breaking ball just a little bit inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miles Clayton to follow it up. Nate didn't play last Saturday. 4th of July was the first meeting of the season between these two teams. They'll have this one, 2 more this weekend, and then one, the last game of the season. That's on July the 25th. More about that later. As we've got every home game, basically. We've got a lot of special stuff going on, especially on the weekends for the rest of the season. 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. The breaking ball gets the strikeout. And Drew has his first strikeout of the game. He has 27 strikeouts and just 6 walks for the season in 25 innings pitched and just 10 runs. So he's got the out there, and Miles Clayton will be the hitter. Miles at .232, 2 for 5 in the game on the 4th of July. He has 4 home runs on the season. The left-hand hitter hit it high in the air to right center, giving chase a couple of Potters. That looks like Ethan Groves in center field. He finally gets there and makes the catch. And the way he did it reminded me that we didn't go over the defensive alignment, so let's do that now, Evan, if we can. It is Groves in center field. Brady Dobson's in left tonight. Aiden Diome over in right field. In Guanson at third. Shane Miller is back at shortstop. Perrin Bland at second base. Ty McGraw at first. Mason Belding behind the plate. And Drew Brown is on the mound. Thank you, Evan. And we are ready for Blake Porter, who was 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in on the 4th of July. Hitting .360 on the season with 4 home runs for the West Coast Kings, who are 17-13 overall and 8-9 in PEL play. Prune Packers took care of the Crabs last week. There's a grounder out to second base. Perrin Bland to his right. P gets it over to first. That's a good first inning for Drew Brown. We go to the bottom of the first. Kings nothing. Potters coming to bat.
Potters fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the first inning, Riley Lim on the mound for the West Coast Kings. He'll face Jordy Lopez leading off, and Jordy swings and misses for the first strike. Ethan Groves follows him, and then Ty McGraw, the first 3 for the Potters against Lim, who's gone 7 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 10 runs, 7 strikeouts, and 9 walks so far, as Piper the Peacock making his initial appearance by squirting the fans, and that one is on the outside corner for a strike at 87 from Lim. So it's 0-2 on Jordy, who's hitting at .474. He's our DH tonight. 2 home runs and a team-leading 29 runs batted in for Jordy out of Elk Grove, California. His breaking ball, his limbs is high for a ball 1-2. Nice Friday night crowd for the Clifton Taylor birthday game. Number 50 for the big guy. 1-2, check swing, and it's 2-2. There's a $1 off draft beer special tonight. I don't know this for sure, but I'm going to say that Clifton's just taking that dollar and paying it out of his own pocket for everybody who has a beer. I'm just saying that because that's the kind of thing he would do. Lopez hits it sharply down the third base line, and it's the umpire in the foot. It's a fair ball, and Lopez has himself a single. You don't see that every day. It's a fair ball. It hit the umpire in the foot. It might have been a double, although the left fielder Martinez is playing very close to the line. So Lopez has a base hit, the first hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Ethan Groves. Defensively, it's Martinez in left, Clayton in center, and Porter in right for the West Coast Kings. They've got McNiven at third, Huey at short, Cord at second, and Altamora over at first. Tyrus Vogt is the catcher, and on the mound is Riley Lim. Here's Groves, who takes outside for a ball. Ethan, 389 in a very short stint, not very many appearances. He does have 4 runs batted in. He was with the team, then he wasn't with the team, now he's back with the team, and he's out in center field tonight. He is out of Elk Grove, California. Takes the strike. Ethan from Sacramento City College, the Panthers. Throw over to first base. We can't confirm that Clifton's taking $1 off every beer for everybody here. We can confirm through pictures that I was given by Evan, the engineer, that there's a sort of a seafood buffet out in the VIP area tonight to celebrate his birthday as that drops in for a strike. And it looked like they're living large out there. So happy birthday, Clifton. And again, Amelia Taylor, his daughter, tremendous rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. so-called the national anthem in some circles. Groves takes high and outside. Ty McGraw will be next. Shane Miller batting fourth tonight, and Perrin Bland hitting fifth. Aiden Diome, the right fielder, hits sixth, and Ian Guazone, the third baseman. Brady Dobson and Mason Belding round out the lineup for Eli Garcia and the Lincoln Potters. 26-9 on the year, but just 8-8 in PEL play. And they're looking to improve upon that in this three-game series with these West Coast Kings. There goes Lopez. It's fouled off by Groves. Ethan with a 2-ball, 2-strike count couldn't afford to let that one go. It was a little bit too close for comfort, so he fouls it off, and Jordy will have to return to first base. A lot of stuff coming up, especially over the weekends. Tomorrow night's a big night. I did not know this until Evan told me, and I think he's secretly excited about this. Tomorrow night's Harry Potter night. Breaking ball is chopped out to shortstop. A short hop right there, and a nice play to go to second, back to first, not in time. Nate Huey, a beautiful play to get it to second base to E.J. Cord, who turned it to Altamora, but not in time. But Lopez is retired at second. It's a fielder's choice for Ethan Groves. He'll take over at first with one out, and Ty McGraw will be our hitter. That one just was almost in short hop territory, and good job by Huey as he got it right at the bottom of the bounce and quickly got it over to Cord for the force. Here's Ty McGraw hitting an even 300, the young man out of Gardendale, Alabama. Family was out here all last week, basically. Ty takes outside for a ball, 1-0. He has 4 home runs and has driven in 13 runs. So a couple of different Potters have 4 home runs. McGraw and Perrin Bland, who was in the lineup tonight, 2 of them. Groves at first. He's chased back by Riley Lim. Zach Altamora over at first, wearing number 27 for the West Coast Kings, who are back here tomorrow at 7:05. That is Harry Potter night. Which characters will be here? I can pretty much guarantee Harry Potter. That one drops in for a strike, 1-1. In the past, Hagrid is a given. Hermione, 50-50. Professor McGonagall, for the most part. And sometimes Luna Lovegood also is a sneaky one. You wouldn't expect that, but she's been here too. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball. The throw is high to second, and Groves is in there. I think we've got I guess he was calling. I thought the umpire was signaling something, maybe a balk or something, but no, he was just calling time as Groves steals second base, because he called it awful quickly out there. He didn't really make a save sign. He just held up both hands. So Groves is at second. McGraw with a 2-1 count. Lim relying on that big breaking ball against the left-handers, as the Potters have many of them. Lim looks back at second base. Grove hanging close. Huey comes in behind him. Potters with just Perrin Bland, a right-hander today, and Ian Guanzone. So just 2 in the lineup against Riley Lim. Scoring position is Ethan Groves with 1 out here in the first. Ty takes down low. I want to make sure that that's we have 3-1, but I want to make sure that that wasn't a no pitch or a box. Let's see if the umpire signals it out. He did, but I couldn't catch it. Oh, man, I'm getting old. McGraw looking obviously for something he can drive as the outfield is turned to right and deep. Huey is behind the runner. Here's the 3-1. There's a chopper out towards second, and the pitcher covers. Barely makes the play. That was Cord, threw it over to Lim covering and threw it behind him, but Lim made the play. McGraw is out 4-1. 2 outs, runner goes to third as Ethan Groves, so he's 90 feet away as Shane Miller, who's come on really strong lately for the Potters. Started out slow, as many of them do when they first get here. They don't get a lot of at-bats. They haven't played in a while, but Shane has the average up to 351 with a pair of home runs and 13 RBIs. He's out of Gilbert, Arizona, and the University of New Mexico. 6'1" and 190 for Shane. And that one is inside. Lim really relying on that breaking pitch. Comes pretty much over the top to Riley Lim. Miller followed by Perrin Bland, hitting in the number 5 spot, our second baseman tonight. Miller takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. So tomorrow, Harry Potter night. Next week, we've got all kinds of stuff. We got the Rogues are in for 2 next week. On Friday, it is Christmas in July, and on Saturday, it's Star Wars night and fireworks. It's a big one, folks. It's a big one. It's a big weekend. Ball 3. Christmas in July and Friday. Gifts galore. And then Star Wars night with the Star Wars jerseys with the auctions. The Star Wars jerseys, people who have them, they wear them all the time, and they look so sharp. Even Evan likes them. And he's 18. He doesn't like anything. And he loves those, except for the talking heads. 3-0. Shane takes a strike, 3-1. So come on out there, and you can bid on the game-worn. You can auction the game-worn jerseys off. And, of course, it's Star Wars night. And, of course, it is a fireworks night. That is next Saturday. So get your tickets quickly because fireworks nights always sell out. 3-1 on Shane. He takes ball 4. He'll go down to first base. And with 2 outs and 2 on, it'll bring up Perrin Bland. The young man from Meridian, Mississippi, batting at a .384 clip, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. So tied for the league, the team lead in homers. He has the second most RBI behind Jordy Lopez. And he's the first right-handed hitter that Lim has faced here in this first inning. Lim has allowed 10 runs in 7 innings, so you want to get to him early. That ball's hit high and deep to left field. Nobody worry about that one. That's a 3-run home run for Perrin Bland. Just a shot to left field. And P. Bland picks up 3 RBIs and a home run. He now has 5. And the Potters lead it 3-0. That one had to feel real good. Had to feel real good. And it's a 3-0 ball game. Second hit of the day for the Potters. And here's Aiden Diome. So the first right-handed hitter against Riley Lim takes the first pitch he sees and hits it out of here, way out of here in left field. 376 feet and 100 miles an hour off the bat for Perrin Bland. And here's Aiden Diome, the young man from Roseville, hitting at .301 with 3 home runs, 22 driven in, headed for the University of Arizona. Big left-handed hitter, playing right field tonight. And he lets that one drop in for a strike, as that's Lim's best pitch so far to the left-handers, is that breaking ball. Starts out high, drops down low, and crosses the zone for the called strike. There's another one, and it's strike 2. 1-2. Diome followed by Ian Gonzon. It's softly. The first baseman's going to have to flip it to the pitcher. And did he get the bag? I don't know. He did get the bag for the out. So the Potters score 3 on the Bland home run. We go to the second. They're on top, 3-0.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
I'm Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve, and getting involved with the affiliate committee.
Top of inning number 2, Drew Brown working with a 3-run cushion thanks to the Perrin Bland home run. He'll face E.J. Cord, Jimmy McNiven, and Tyrus Vogt here in the second inning. Cord hitting at .321 on the season. And he lifts that one to the right side. Bland is going to call it going out into short right field and make the catch. Shoulder high for the first out. And here's Jimmy McNiven. Jimmy hitting at .340. He has a home run. He has 16 runs batted in. He was 0 for 5 in the game last Saturday and struck out 3 times. And so, of course, Willie Preston knows that stuff. He's going to make Jimmy tonight's dueling dogs batter. So if he strikes out tonight, it'll be a half-off situation at dueling dogs. Down the right field line with our buddy Curtis the Beer Man at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill. Grill to be added on later. So it's 1-0 on Jimmy. He's out of Ohlone College, and he takes ball 2. Drew Brown says, I don't like that baseball, and I have a obligation to these fans to try to get this strikeout, so I need a good baseball. Piper the Peacock walking around with his super soaker. There's a strike, 2-1. And he's actually got kids coming up there just begging to be, shoot me, that kind of thing. So it's like shooting fish in a barrel for Piper, who's got there's a strike. 2-2, that's at 90 for Drew Brown. So it's 2/3 of the way there. We can get some thirsty fans I've seen a lot of fans with the dog from Fat Cat and also some stuff from Sabores to Mexico already. Swing and a miss, he got him. Second strikeout for Drew Brown, 50% off Dueling Dogs down at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill. And that'll bring up Tyrus Vogt, the catcher. Tyrus from Cosumnes River College, hitting at .400 with 4 runs batted in. And just a couple of games here for the Kings. He did not play in the game last Saturday. Breaking pitches in there for a strike. Ryan Hubbard in the on-deck circle. As Brown's fastball looks sharp tonight, that's at 91, right on the corner for a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Great inning for Drew Brown. Shutdown inning, as Stones McCoy would call it. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Potters 3, Kings nothing.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road.
fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Ian Guanzano lead us off in the bottom of the second against Riley Lim, the right-hander on the mound from UOP for the West Coast Kings. Guanzano looking for his first hit of the summer for the Potters. Just played in a couple of games, a recent addition. The third baseman takes the ball, 1-0. He is from East Tennessee State, is Ian, out of Chico, California. And he'll start off the bottom of the second, followed by Brady Dobson and then Mason Belding. That one drops in, but inside. 2-0. Lim with that breaking ball of his just misses twice and is behind in the count. That's it out to second base. E.J. Cord gobbles it up over to first for the first out here in inning number 2 for the Potters, and it'll bring up Brady Dobson. The young man out of Stockton, Lincoln High down in Stockton. And Cal State Fullerton batting at .250 with a home run and 13 runs batted in. He's up here with 1 out in the second. Sun still covering most of the outfield and the left side of the infield as well. And it has tended to be a factor in most games this summer. Brady takes a breaking pitch in there for a strike. That's Lim's bread and butter right there. And it has been pretty successful so far. 0-1 to Brady. Same thing, swing and a miss this time. It's 0-2. Brady started out as a first baseman, has played in the outfield left and right mostly lately as Ty McGraw returned to the team, so he's settled in at first base. 0-2 on Brady. Swings and misses, and Lim gets his first strikeout, and 2 quick outs here in the second as Mason Belding, the number 9 hitter, comes up to the plate. Out of Del Oro High School and LSU, comes up here with a .236 average, a home run, and 11 runs batted in. As we see some fans who have taken advantage of the Dueling Dogs half off and grabbed the Dueling Dogs, got back to the seats. Swing and a miss on that breaking pitch by Lim. He gave up the infield single to Jordy Lopez, then walked Shane Miller, and then Bland just jumped on the first pitch for a 3-run home run. Since then, 3 straight outs for the Potters. That fastball at 88 is a little bit outside. So Mason, 1 ball and 1 strike. If he reaches, it will be the top of the order, Mr. Jordy Lopez. Breaking balls hit high in the air to short right field. Right fielder Porter is coming in, still coming in, and he'll make the catch almost at second base for the out. Quick inning for Riley Lim in the second. We go to the third. Potters on top, 3-0.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers.
Top of the third inning, Padres on top, 3-0. Ryan Hubbard, our first hitter, Zach Altamora, and then Bubba Martinez will follow him. Padres on top, but a lot of heavy hearts here at McBean Stadium after the between-innings slingshot challenge as Brown delivers and it's lifted foul out of play. So we get the slingshot. They shoot fly balls out to right field. We have not had a winner yet. You have to catch all three. And our contestant tonight handled the first two with aplomb, as we used to say. The third one, he had to go back a little bit. He reached up, and the ball popped right out of his glove. Ah, man, it was a sad day. Everybody thought they were going to see the first winner of the slingshot competition. I don't even know what the prize is. I don't even know, because no one's ever got it before. We got close. There's a short chopper out to short. The shortstop can't see it, so it's going to be an infield single for Ryan Hubbard. That was Miller out there, and Shane just couldn't see it. He waited for it and almost threw him out at first base. But it's an infield single, and what they call a hard luck single if you're the pitcher, Drew Brown, and Hubbard is over at first base. Zach Altamora will be the hitter. Just going back on it, reached up. I thought he made the nice catch running away, and the ball just popped right out. He'll be thinking about that one as Brown goes over to first base to Ty McGraw. Hubbard was hitting .444, a home run and 9 batted in, but he just hit the chopper, and as we said, the sun usually affects one or two plays, and that one's out to right field. Going back is Diome. He's got room, and he'll make the catch as the runner is halfway and goes back to first base. So Altamora flies to right. He was 1 for 2 in the game last Saturday and was hitting .219 coming in, and with one out and one on, it'll be Bubba Martinez. Bubba is at .250, made a pinch hitting appearance and was 0 for 1 in Saturday's game, which was won by the Padres 14-3. But in that game, the West Coast Kings had only 3 runs, but they did have 10 hits in that one. Justin Santiago got the win. That's chopped out to third. That's going to be a tough play. Handled and thrown across the diamond at first. A beautiful play by Guanzone. Got it over to Ty McGraw, who made the difficult catch with the runner bearing down on him. Martinez is retired. Hubbard will land at second base with 2 outs, and will bring up Nate Huey. The shortstop was 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Luke Statwalker having his daily helping of watermelon. He and Willie both watermelon guys. Willie rated today's watermelon a little higher than Luke did. But for the most part, both of them rate that watermelon just excellent quality out here. So runner at second. Here's the pitch inside. It pops away from the catcher. Belding guns it down to third. The tag is put on, but he's safe. Did not look like he connected with the tag over the third one zone. Tried to put it on Hubbard, who had a pretty good jump, and we saw the ball kind of trickle away from Mason Belding. Mason got on it quickly with a sidearm throw, but just a little bit too late and now 90 feet away is Ryan Hubbard. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-0. Huey takes a strike, 1-1. Nate at 286 has a home run, has driven in 2 runs for the West Coast Kings, who are 8-9 in the PEL play, 17-13 overall. Browns, that one's going to bounce away, and here comes Hubbard to throw at the plate. He is going to be safe. So the wild pitch scores Hubbard. As you give Hubbard credit getting around the bases, he scores the first run for the Kings. And the pitch is 2 balls and 1 strike, a ball on Nate Huey. So the pass ball and then the wild pitch, and Hubbard finds his way around the bases, and it's now a 3-1 game in favor of the Potters. Huey, 2 balls, 1 strike. He is the shortstop. Coming to us from Pomona Pitzer. Hits it right up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. Right there is P. Bland over to first, and he got him at first base. So Huey is retired, but the Kings come up with a run. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Kings 1, Potters 3.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of the third inning, Potters on top 3-1. We'll go to the top of the order for the Potters. Jordy Lopez, then Ethan Groves, and Ty McGraw against Riley Lim, who's given up 2 hits and 3 runs over 2 innings. The second inning was much better than the first. He retired the Potters 1-2-3. Jordy swings and misses. Lopez with a single, kind of a weird single, inside the third base line his first time up and hit the umpire in the foot, or it might have gone down to the corner. So Jordy, who came in at 474, is 1 for 1. Limbs with that breaking ball, and it's fouled off by Jordy Lopez. 0-2. Jordy out of Elk Grove, California. I believe he is committed to, let's make sure before, Cal State Fullerton. Maybe after the tremendous summer he's had, hitting almost 500 for the Potters and leading them in RBI with 29, although Perrin Bland has closed the gap and now has 28 after that 3-run homer in the first. Perrin also with 5 home runs now. 0-2 to Jordy Lopez. That is called strike 3, and he knew it. So Lim has retired 5 in a row, 2 by the strikeout, and here's Ethan Groves, who hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. The young outfielder from Elk Grove in Sac City. Came in at 389 in limited duty. A returning Potter in this one season, as he was here early and then absent and came back late. And he lifts that one down the left field line, giving chases Martinez and left. It looks a foul ball, and Bubba got there a little bit too late and had to slow down before he hit that fence down the left field line. So looks to be okay. And it's 0-1 on Ethan Groves with Ty McGraw to follow. Tomorrow night, 7:05 is our first pitch, and it is Harry Potter night. I don't know what that means as far as giveaways or anything. I do know that you'll probably get to take pictures with Harry Potter and, hopefully Hermione, Hagrid, obviously, McGonagall sometimes. That one is in there for a strike. So Lim really found the rhythm since the home run by Bland. He has retired 5 straight, and he's 0-2 on Ethan Groves. And that's fouled off as well. Fastball at 87 from Riley out of UOP. 7 1/3 innings, 8 hits and 10 runs, but he's throwing the ball a little bit better than that to me. Obviously there was the home run, but that was a single and a walk figured big in that inning. Shane Miller getting the base on balls to keep the inning going for Perrin Bland. Groves chops it down the first baseline. That is a foul ball. It stays at 0-2 on Ethan. Potters with their 3 in the first. Kings scraped out a run in the top of this inning. So a 3-1 ball game as we sit here with 1 out. Mark the Phantom Low along with Evan the engineer. Willie Preston doing a great job over here on the PA as he does each and every night because it's MTV night, which we don't mention enough. He's, we've had the Go-Go's, we've had Pat Benatar and Billy Idol and ZZ Top and on and on and on, and there's more to come. Swing and a miss. Lim has his 3rd strikeout, 2nd in a row here in the 3rd, and he'll bring up Ty McGraw. McGraw grounded out to 2nd his first time up. Came in at 300 even with 4 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Ty out of Gardendale, Alabama, the Gardendale group. Hopefully checking us out tonight. I mean, it's a little bit, it's 10:47, but I mean, that's nothing for the McGraws. I mean, I met them out here. They know how to party, the McGraws. And Ty, maybe give him a chance or give him an opportunity to party with the long ball here. Not asking too much. Lim from the windup. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Really can rely on that one. It's anywhere between 71 and 75 or 6 miles an hour, but it's the location, and he's able to control it, at least so far tonight, that has made him successful. That one is a little bit too high, so it's 2-1. Star Wars night, as we said, on the 18th against the Medford Rogues. You want to get tickets now because there's fireworks that night, but also I see these Star Wars jerseys because we auction them off. I've seen ones from the past. Swing and a miss by McGraw, and they look really sharp. Come out here, you get a chance to bid on one of the Star Wars jerseys. You get to obviously check the fireworks. You got a big game between the Potters and the Medford Rogues. The Rogues winning 3 in a row in their midweek series Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. McGraw lines it foul down the left field line. Got the breaking ball a little bit outside, and Ty reached out and stung it, but couldn't keep it fair, and he'll do it again at 2-2. The Prune Packers, who lost to the Potters on Sunday, came back and dominated the Crabs in a midweek series, so they have a pretty big lead here on top of the division. I'm going to say 3 games against the Crabs. The Rogues are right there as well, and the Potters and Kings coming after those top 3. That's how we stand currently. McGraw fouls it off. He's worked the count full at 3-2 and has fouled off a couple here. Ty from Troy University, who went to the College Baseball World Series, hits it down the first baseline now. Foul. And he was a guest last week and told many stories. So did his mom of not only the College World Series but also the Super Regional that they played in or hosted down in Troy. It's a pretty darn big deal. That's ball 4. McGraw works himself a walk on a really good at bat. He's at first base with 2 outs. And Shane Miller, who worked a walk himself his first time up, coming up to the plate. Shane, as we mentioned last time, has been a fast riser since a slow start to the summer. He's hitting .351 with a pair of home runs and 13 runs batted in. He's out of the University of New Mexico, which gives the Potters a lot of good players from Luke Mancy, Ryan Castillo. I think Jeffrey David went to New Mexico as well, one of my favorites. And now, Shane Miller, and he takes that one. Missed just a little bit too low, and I mean just a little bit too low. 1 ball and no strikes. That one, fastball misses outside, so it's 2-0. McGraw not really a threat to steal here with 2 outs. Perrin Bland waiting on deck. 2-0, Miller looking for something he can drive. He didn't get it. Well, at least he didn't think he got it. It is a strike at the knees on the outside corner. That's a very good 2-0 pitch by Riley Lim. And it runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Potters leading this one 3-1. Breaking ball misses down low, 3-1. Miller has shown a tremendous knowledge of the strike zone. He's got several walks since he's been playing regularly for the Potters. 3 balls and 1 strike. No activity in either bullpen, although the Potters have like 6 guys just standing around, as they often do. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And that's the one he wanted at 86, and Jane just did not make contact. And it'll go full at 3-2, and McGraw should be going at first base. Just like a bunch of guys standing around watching somebody else work on their car or something in the neighborhood is what they look like down there. 3-2 pitch, sails outside, ball 4. So a couple of good at-bats by the Potters' left-handed power hitters, and that'll bring up the right-handed power hitter, Mr. Perrin Bland, as we get the coach coming out for the West Coast Kings. I think I had the name of the coach there if I can find it, which is normally I can't do, so. There we go. Adam. Okay, Adam R.I.C. I was Adam Richards, maybe? I don't know. That's goes off the page there, my picture of the starting lineup. But he is done with his conversation with Riley Lim, who faced Perrin Bland for 1 pitch back in the first, and Perrin put it over the old shed out in left field. Just no doubter, crushed a 3-run homer. So I'm sure they told him, don't throw that one again. Good advice. That one is outside for a ball. Behind the plate is Tyrus Vogt for the West Coast Kings tonight. Playing with a 1-ball, no strike count. He's followed by another left-handed hitter. That's Aiden Diome. McGraw at second, Miller at first, and then McGraw a little bit too far off second. E.J. Cord comes in to cover the bag, but Lim decided not to let it go. And he'll come back and confront Perrin Bland out of Meridian, Mississippi. Hits it out to right field this time. That's hit pretty well, too. Porter goes back, and that one's out of here. Another 3-run home run for Perrin Bland. And it's Bland 6 and the Kings 1. So Bland getting early lead in the player of the game votes, as he is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in. And here's Aiden Diome. It's the Potters' 4th hit. And I think if Riley Lim doesn't see Perrin Bland again, that would be just fine with Mr. Lim. A ground ball foul by Aiden Diome, who grounded out to first base his first time up. That's fouled off. 0-2. 356 on that one for Bland. The first one I think was 376, and so he went the other way, so it took 20 feet off. That's not bad. 0-2 pitch just a little bit inside and a little bit high, so it's 1-2. I might be the first Potter with 2 home runs in a game this season. I believe it is. Swing and a miss, and Diome is out on strikes. Potter scored 3 times again on another Bland home run. We go to the 4th. They lead at 6-1.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 4, Potters 6, Kings 1. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Kings. They've got Miles Clayton, Blake Porter, and E.J. Cord. As the crowd still buzzing from the Perrin Bland, his second home run, his second 3-run home run of the game. And that one is on the outside corner for a strike. Reminds me, we've seen Mayor Bland out here a couple times. I think Mama Bland said she was going to come back in July, and it's July, Mama. I think Deirdre, I'm hoping I'm right on that. I'm hoping she will return as well. Come out and sign my parents' baseball and also just spread some goodwill and joy like she did the last time she was here. High in the air, short center field coming in is Groves. And Ethan will make the catch out in the sun in center field, medium deep for the out. So Clayton is 0 for 2, 2 flyouts to center field, and here's Blake Porter. Blake, who was 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in last Saturday in the loss to the Potters, grounded to second his first time up. It's 360 on the year with 4 home runs. As Blake Porter out of USF. Right-handed hitter, playing out in right field tonight. Brown with a fastball high and inside at 90 miles an hour from Drew. We do have a little activity in the Kings bullpen. The reason I know that's because the ball just got out of there and rolled all the way down behind home plate. Looks like a left-hander. Breaking ball, nice pitch by Drew Brown. 1 ball, 1 strike on Porter with E.J. Cord, a local product out of Sierra College, on deck. Same pitch popped up out of play. Evan already showed me one picture of the destruction that was done by one of the previous foul balls. And, I mean, if you work for Safelite, you want to get that picture because you can use it on your marketing campaigns because they need you, okay? Fastball high and inside, 2-2. Or any other windshield. I don't want to, freeze anybody out, but if you're a windshield replacement company, just saying, call Evan, get that picture, and use it. Because if you can repair that one, you can repair any of them. Just misses outside. A good eye by Blake Porter. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the 4th. Clifton Taylor's 50th birthday party. He's celebrating out in the VIP area with a nice seafood buffet, which I'm not saying had caviar, but it might have. It might have. I mean, I wouldn't know if I saw it, but Evan says so, and he comes, he went to Bella Vista, so he would know. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Porter, a good hitter, was really tied up by that one. And Brown has 2 outs, and Evan says, yeah, caviar, baby. Well, 50th birthday. And Perrin Bland doing the best to give him a couple of presents out there. Here's E.J. Cord, the second baseman. 321 coming in. He's popped to second. That was back in the 2nd inning. 2 home runs and 10 batted in for E.J., as we mentioned, hailing out of Sierra College. And he'll take a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Nice crowd out here on a Friday. It's very pleasant right now out here. Chopped down the third base line, but that is a foul ball. The on-deck hitter, Jimmy McNiven, grabs it and returns it to the proper authorities. That's all we'll say. Quickly 0-2 now on EJ. Hit well to right center field. Diome's on a horse, going to go back. He's going to back. It's over his head. Off the fence. Diome trying to get it back into second base. He does, but it won't be in time. And E.J. Cord will have himself a 2-base hit with 2 outs here in the 4th. Second hit for the Kings. First one that left the infield, and it'll bring up Jimmy McNiven, who struck out his first time up, and he is the Dueling Dogs batter. So if he strikes out, it's half off Dueling Dogs. He's already helped some thirsty Potter fans, but right now, Potter fans want, they want the strikeout, but they don't like having a guy in scoring position, so they just want to get the bat around. McNiven hitting .340 on the year, and he hails out of Bologna College. Takes it, and it is a ball. Just a little bit too low on Jimmy, who has a home run and has driven in 16 runs playing third base. He was 0 for 5 the last time these two teams met on the 4th of July, which was a tremendous night for the Potters, a 14-3 win, and then fireworks and all kinds of great stuff. Fastball outside. Belding was thinking of throwing behind the runner at second, but P. Bland didn't have enough time to get over there. So it's 2-0 quickly on Jimmy McNiven. Tyrus Vogt in the on-deck circle. Really bringing out the dog mixtapes now, bringing out the yappers. Who's he? Oh, got some big dogs on there too, some throaty growls. Greeting poor Jimmy McNiven at the plate. 2-0 pitches right down the middle. So it's 2-1. I guess the throaty dogs worked their magic. Parking Lot Potters out tonight in force. TJ and T-Mac and Double D. They're all hanging out. Good to see them. Swing and a miss on a great slider that Belding did a fantastic job of staying in front of, or else E.J. Cord would have been standing on third base. So one more strike and the out of the inning, more importantly, but also thirsty fans who probably just recovered from their first 50% off back in the second may be able to enjoy another one. Hit out to second base. Slowly, Bland will have to come in on it, and he'll get it over to first in time. So we got the out, not the strikeout, but that doesn't matter for the Potters. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. They're on top 6-1.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location.
Bottom of inning number 4, Potters lead at 6-1. Ty Everhard, the left-hander out of Modesto Junior College, will be the new pitcher for the West Coast Kings. And he's first pitch to Gonzon, sails high. Riley Lim, 3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 2 of those 4 hits, and all 6 runs driven in by Perrin Bland. Everhard misses outside and high to Ian, who is grounded to second so far out of East Tennessee State. Two balls and no strikes on the Potters' third baseman. Fouls that one off. 79 from Everhard. Ian still looking for that first hit on the summer. Has an excellent defensive play to his credit here in tonight's game, which is led by the Potters 6-1. Good milling around going on. A lot of people visiting the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill, which I find encouraging. Hope they're talking to Curtis down there, not just getting a beer and walking away. 3-1. Curtis, the beer man, likes to have a chat. He likes to converse. He's old school that way. He and Carmen celebrating 32 years of wedded bliss just a couple of weeks ago. And they've been here at the Potters game since day one. That's a walk to Ian. He'll take first base. 4th walk given up by the Kings pitchers. And Brady Dobson, who struck out his first time up, will be the hitter. The left-hander facing, and a left-hander now in Ty Everhard. Mason Belding is on-deck hitter for the Potters. Three in the first, 3 in the third for the Potters. All courtesy of Perrin Bland. A home run to left, a home run to right, with 2 mates on the sacks. One zone with a pretty good lead at first. Everhard comes to the plate, but he comes high and inside. So it's 1-0. Activity in the Kings bullpen is, I think, throwing a football. So not quite ready to come in yet. That's a new way to loosen up the old arm. They're always coming up with new and unique ways. That's hit in the left field. Moving over is Martinez. He's right there to make the catch. So left field now no longer affected by the sun. So Bubba Martinez was able to track that one instantly and flag it down for the first out. Mason Belding will be our hitter. He flied to right his first time up. Mason at .236 on the season from LSU by way of Del Oro High School. Hailing from Grass Valley, California to begin it all. Big left-handed hitter against Everhard. There goes Guanzon. It's a breaking pitch, and throw to second will not be in time. Got there a little quicker than I thought it would. His boat bounced it into Huey, and the tag applied, but Ian is in there for a stolen base. He's at second base. The pitch called the ball, 1-0. So 1-0. Jordy Lopez, the top of the order, on deck. That's inside. So it's 2-0 now on Mason. Potters won last Saturday's matchup between these two teams 14-3. They had 15 hits. The Kings had 10. Potters won it behind Justin Santiago. 2-0 pitch misses outside. 3-0. Everhard walked Gonzon. Then he got Dobson to fly to left. Ian stole second, and now it is a 3-ball, no-strike count on Mason Belding with Jordy Lopez the top of the order to follow. That's inside, ball 4. So first and second, 1 out, and Jordy Lopez, who has singled and struck out, will be the hitter. Jordy comes in at 474 with a pair of home runs and a team-leading 29. Actually, it's not team-leading anymore. He has 29 RBI, but Bland started the night at 25. He now has 31 and 6 home runs. So Lopez up here with 2 on and 1 out. Jordy committed to Cal State Fullerton out of Elk Grove, California. So he'll settle in against Everhard. One for 2, Jordy, on the night. Breaking ball is too high. 1-0. 2 more games in this series. Tomorrow, 7:05, a Harry Potter night. And then on Sunday, it's a 6:05 first pitch. Military Appreciation Day, as every Sunday is, here at McBean. Probably other stuff going on. I think there's usually it's high in the air to right field, going back and moving over. Now the center fielder comes in, makes the catch. Throw is to third, and the tag is a little bit too late. So tagging is Guanzon, but Lopez flies out to center. Clayton with a good throw, just a little bit off, and Guanzon now coming off third base a little bit, kind of teasing the pitcher. First and third and 2 outs, and it'll be up to Ethan Groves. He's a fielder's choice and a strikeout for Ethan, so 0 for 2 tonight. He came in at 389 in limited duty, 4 runs batted in. Out of Elk Grove and Sac City College, one of the Panthers in the Big 8 Conference. Settles in against the left-hander Everhard. Ty McGraw on deck. Outside. Tyrus Boat behind the plate. Getting that one before it can get back to the backstop. 1-0. Interesting to see. Well, Belding probably won't be going, I don't think, at first base. Mason not known for the stolen base. Groves takes down low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Guanzon at third and Belding over at first. That's hit sharply out to second base. Scooped over to short for 1, and that's the end of the inning. So a fielder's choice for Groves ends the inning. We'll go to the 5th. Potters on top, 6-1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on...
Top of the fifth inning, Potters on top 6-1. Drew Brown out on the mound. He'll face Tyrus Vogt, the first batter in the fifth inning, so it's a Farmers fifth. If he is retired in any way, shape, or form, he will be half off Farmers Brewing for the rest of the inning. And is fouled off by Tyrus, who struck out his first time up, but he's hitting 400 on the summer with the 4 runs batted in. Tyrus out of Cosumnes River College. The Hawks. He's followed by Ryan Hubbard. And then Zach Altamora here in the fifth for the West Coast Kings. Brown's next pitch is on the corner for a strike. 0-2. Any way that he gets out, it doesn't have to be a strikeout. We like to give chances to get beer. I wonder if we've had the, I don't think we have had the, it's hit out up the middle into center field. A nice piece of hitting by Vogt. He's got a base hit. Third hit of the day for the West Coast Kings. And it'll bring up Ryan Hubbard. I don't think we have any doubles for the Potters tonight. I don't think we have any double plays. So we haven't had the in and out, free in and out for one row out here whenever a Potter player gets a double or the Potters turn a double play. One row is selected. They all get free double doubles. Ryan Hubbard, the batter, he singled Chopper. Infield single his last time, up swings and misses. He got lost in the sun by Shane Miller. And yes, I know that sounds odd, but a big hopper to the left side early in the ball game here with the sun being where it is has an effect on the fielding, and that's what happened. That one is a strike 2 call. 0-2, Ryan at 444, a home run and 9 batted in. He's out of Santa Clara University of the Broncos, the same as Bella Vista, the home of our good friend Evan the engineer over there. 0-2 pitch is inside and a little bit low, just a little bit low, 1-2. Zach Altamora on deck, the first baseman for the West Coast Kings, who trailed this one 6-1. Short lead at first. Check swing, did he go? He did not go. I was kind of hoping he did, but I respect the umpire's decision. 2-2. Cowbell's out for the first time tonight and here in the fifth inning. It's about time. Short lead again at first. 2-2 pitch, call strike 3. One out and one on, and Altamora comes to the plate. Now remember, if he grounds out, he hits into a fielder's choice, a double play, and the Tyrus Vogt is retired at any time during the inning, it still would activate the half-off Farmers. So if you're following along at home, there's still a chance for you. And I hope you are playing the home game. Right down the middle for a strike. The Potters home game, we really enjoy it. And you have a Piper the Peacock, probably a cutout in your house somewhere, obviously, to lend authenticity to that night. Breaking ball just inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Altamora, who flied to right back in the third inning. Zach out of Cuesta College down south, Cuesta Junior College. Swings and misses at a 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Drew Brown. Zach was 1 for 2 in the game on Saturday, batting .219 on the campaign. That one outside, flagged down by Mason Belding. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think we should do a survey on the amount of Giants hats we see and Dodgers hats. Swing and a miss. Brown gets the strikeout, his second of the inning. That's his 6th so far. And that'll bring up Bubba Martinez, who grounded out to third his first time up on a really fine play by Ian Guanzon down at third. Still at first is Tyrus Vogt. If he could only get forced out. So we give these suffering, thirsty fans another half-off situation. Popped up. Will it stay in play? McGraw going after it. I don't think it will. And it's on tarp. So it's 0-1 on Bubba. He is hitting .250 with 2 runs batted in. Bubba coming to us from Monterey Peninsula Community College, and we call it the MPCC in the business. We're in number 28 for the West Coast Kings, who are 8-9 in PEL play. Potters are 8-8. So winner of this one will be in 4th place. If it's the Potters, it'll be by a game and a half, and if it's the Kings, they would jump the Potters and take over 4th place. That's nice play by Belding on a really tough hop. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Bubba. Nate Huey, the shortstop and leadoff man in the on-deck circle for the West Coast Kings, as we're in the top of inning number 5 with 2 outs. Vogt with a sharp single up the middle to open the inning. That's in there for a strike call. 1-2 on Bubba Martinez. Brown went 6 innings his last outing. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside and it'll bounce away from Belding. So a steal by Vogt, and he just perfectly timed Drew Brown on that one and took off. And even if Mason would have been able to scoop that one up, there's no chance he's getting Vogt at second base. So Tyrus has a stolen base. He puts himself in scoring position, and Martinez at the plate with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Outfield straightaway, medium deep in left field is Brady Dobson. Chopper up the middle. Bland goes in the middle, knocks it down, and he's going to throw behind the runner at third. They've got him in a rundown. Nice play by Belding to scoop it up. The throw's going to be too late. They get it back, but he is out at third base. So the tag applied. The Potters engineer the run down a little differently, but Bland with a great play to keep it on the infield, and he throws behind the runner, and the third out is recorded. It's an infield single for Martinez, but it's also the end of the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Potters on top, 6-1.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Potters coming off the normal 4-5-2-6 put out at the end of the top of the 5th. And here's Ty McGraw against Ty Everhard. Battle of the ties. 1 ball and no strikes. McGraw has grounded out and walked. Everhard came out to start the 4th inning. He walked a couple but did not allow a run to the Potters. 1-0 on Ty. Outside 2-0. Potters with 4 hits have benefited from 5 walks also from the Kings tonight through 4 innings. McGraw, 2 balls and no strikes. And a ball has come out, I think, of the bullpen. So I guess they've changed from footballs to baseballs down in the Kings bullpen. Potters, I still have not seen any activity. Brown went 6 innings last time. I don't know. His pitch count is not that high, I don't think, tonight. He's been pretty efficient. McGraw pops it up out of play. And another one, Ty, I think, thought he had a beat on that one. As far as tomorrow night's Harry Potter, if you're around and you can be out here, I've got some additional information. First 500 get a Harry Potter shoe charm, which I don't know exactly what it is, but it sounds a cross. Nice, I like that. A croc. Nice, like a horror croc, as if you know your Harry Potter. McGraw takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Also, now Fat Cat has done this all season long. They got the special caramel corn, Harry Potter caramel corn. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means you put a little pair of glasses on the bag. I don't know what you do. But you want to come out here and check it out. Find out for yourself. McGraw takes outside. Full count on Ty. Ty Everhart out of Modesto Junior College. Ty McGraw out of Troy University, the Troy Trojans. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4, high and inside. McGraw gets his second walk of the night. He'll open up the 5th inning with the base on balls. And Shane Miller, who also has 2 walks and has scored 2 runs, will be the next hitter. Perrin Bland is looming on deck. Perrin Bland, with 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in, is probably a front runner for player of the game. I'd have to check with Evan and, get the committee together and discuss it, but seems to be a front runner. Here's Miller. Drops in the breaking ball too high. And it's 1-0 on Shane at .351 with a pair of home runs. Playing shortstop for the Potters. He's played third, he's played second. Tonight he is at short with Bland at second and Guanzon over at third. That's lifted foul down the left field line. Grassy Knoll actually with pretty well populated down there. Nice night it's turned into for checking out some baseball. We're here all weekend. Tomorrow 7:05, Sunday 6:05. And I think there's a midweek game against the Mudcats perhaps on Wednesday. Yes, for once I'm right. Hit sharply but fouled down the first baseline. Yeah, there's a Wednesday game on the 15th against the Mudcats, then the 2 against the Rokes Friday and Saturday. Friday is Christmas in July with snow globes, which Luke isn't that happy. He's not that excited about it. Snow globes are cool. And then Saturday the 18th, well, Star Wars night, fireworks, it's all happening. Special jerseys, everything. There goes the runner. The pitch is high and outside. The throw to second base on a hop is not in time, and McGraw gets a steal. Miller now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes, that's what I thought. McGraw, I don't know, that's Ty's first steal of the year, but it's one of the first 3 or 4. And he is at second base with a 2-2 count and nobody out on Shane Miller. And that one is a strike. Call strike 3. So Everhart gets his first strikeout, the 4th by the Kings pitchers, and here is Perrin Bland, who is homer to left and homer to right, both of them 3-run blasts. So 2 for 2, 6 RBIs. Now 6 home runs and 31 RBIs. Leads the team in both those categories. And there's only one guy on now, so maybe he doesn't feel as compelled as he did before, but hopefully he can gear down a little bit. Check swing, did he go? I don't think he did. Don't even ask anybody. No, he didn't. No, come on. I mean, another home run, and I'd really have to consider him a front runner for player of the game. I mean, it's not over yet, but you never say never, but again, swing and a miss. See, I like when Luke and Evan they're arguing about the Riley rule, which means if you hit a grand slam, then you're always player of the game. That's true. But I don't know if that rule has ever come up against 2 3-run homers. That is, 2 is more than 1, and 6 is more than 4. There you go. 1-1. Perrin takes high and outside the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Aiden Diome to follow. We're in the 5th. Padres with 4 hits, but they benefited from 6 walks issued by the Kings. Riley Lim went the first 3 innings, and now Ty Everhard. Perrin takes inside corner for a call strike. A really good pitch right there by Everhard. I think Perrin was looking outside, and he got inside and wasn't ready for it. It's 2-2. One out in the inning. McGraw at second base. Outside. 3-2. Activity in the Kings pen. Looks like a right-hander loosening up down there. Riley Lim started. And fouls that one off. Just spoils it outside corner. So we'll do it again at 3-2. To mention that, a great, what do you call it, cattleman's race today between second inning. And I really liked what Piper did. Bland takes high for a ball. There was a lot of young people. There was one kid who was a little bit older, and he had an early lead, so Piper just soaked him with the super soaker coming around second, knocked him off stride, and allowed the race to turn into a really good a 2-person battle down to the end, and the little guy won, so that was really cool. Piper, of course, not really a factor in the race himself, except for the fact that he took out the front runner. Here's Aiden Diome. He has struck out and grounded at first. 2 on and 1 out here. High in the air to right field. Going back is Porter. He's got room and makes the catch in front of the Kane sign as his throw will come into second base. Tagging at second and going to third is Ty McGraw. So Diome hit it pretty well. Didn't quite get all of it. And 2 outs. And it'll bring up Ian Wanzan. Bland stays at first base with the fly ball being out to right field. And Ian, who has walked and grounded to second, will be the hitter. Out of East Tennessee State and Chico, California, Ian Gonzon. Playing third base for the Padres, and he's up here with a chance to grab his first hit of the summer and an RBI as well with Ty McGraw 90 feet away. Bland at first looks like he is thinking about taking off. He does. Pitch is high and outside. The throw is not made. It's a ball fake by Tyrus Boat. And Bland pulls himself together at second base. Pitch was a ball, so it's 1-0 on Ian. Brady Dobson follows him in the Padres order. Padres on top 6-1. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning from McBean Stadium. It is Clifton Taylor, the owner's birthday. He is turning 50. That is high for a ball. And he's got the VIP area commandeered for him and his invited guests with some tremendous delicacies on the menu down there for Clifton, as well there should be. And again, there's $1 off draft beer tonight, and I think he's funding the difference out of his own pocket on his birthday. I'm not sure about that. Lifted foul down the right field line, giving chase is Altamura, but it will be out of play down where the parking lot Potters used to hang out. So that's the kind of largesse that he would put into play. But again, I don't have confirmation of that. I could go ask Curtis the beer man, I guess. But he's a very discreet fellow. He probably wouldn't tell. Here's Everhard. That one just misses outside. So Ian steps in with a 3-ball and 2-strike count. He's got Bland at second and McGraw over at third. And that is a strike. Make it 3-2 now. So it was 3-1 before, 3-2 now. That one at the top of the strike zone. And Ian steps in to face the full count pitch from Ty Everhard, the second pitcher for the West Coast Kings. Riley Lim started, went the first 3 innings. Line drive left center field. That is down, a base hit, and 2 runs are going to score. So Ian turns it. He's going to get into second base. He's broke the seal. First hit of the season, drives in 2 runs. Potter's on top 8-1. So Ian Guanzone delivers, perfectly placed, grabs a couple of runs batted in. That's actually the first hit of the inning. And the Potters scored twice, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound. I think we're going to get a new pitcher here, and we will take a break from the action as we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a Potters 8 and the Kings 1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
So fool me once, and, well, they fooled me. I didn't read the tea leaves right. I thought the coach called for the reliever out of the pen, but evidently not. He went out and talked to Ty Everhard, and he's going to leave the left-hander in to face Brady Dobson here with Guanzon at second base. 2 runs in and 2 outs here in the 5th. Brady has struck out and fly to left. Chopped it down to first. Big hop for Altamora, and he'll step on the bag for the out. Potters score twice on the Guanzon double. We'll go to the 6th. They're on top 8-1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help.
Top of the lineup to face Drew Brown in the 6th inning. Potters on top 8-1. It'll be Nate Huey, then Miles Clayton and Blake Porter against the right-hander, who has gone through 5 innings, given up 4 hits, struck out 6. He's got a call strike right there. So Huey starts us off, 286. The shortstop has a home run and has 2 runs batted in. And is in there for a strike. He is struck out and grounded to second. So 0 for 2 today. And 2 quick strikes from Drew Brown, who went 6 innings in the last outing against Healdsburg. Popped up, and that will get out of play. That was on the 5th of July. He's 6 innings, 5 hits, a run. He walked 1 and struck out 4 in that one against the Prune Packers. A game eventually won by the Potters, 3-2 in 10 innings. He misses with that one high and outside. So 1-2. That one at 82 from Drew Brown. Nate Huey coming to us from Pomona Pitzer. Chops it foul at the plate and might have got himself on the hand there. He's going to shake that one loose. Wearing number 6 and playing the number 6 spot in the field for the West Coast Kings, who are 8-9, trying to get to 500 in PEL play. With a win today, they are 17-13 overall. Potters 25-9 and 8-8. Chopper out to short. Big hop right there for Miller. He'll gun it to first and get him by half a step. So Huey got down the line pretty quickly, but Miller up to the task, and with 1 out, that'll bring up Miles Clayton, who has flied to center and flied to center. So he is 0 for 2 in this one. Miles out of Santa Rosa Junior College to the Bear Cubs, always a great program in the Big 8 Conference. 232 for Miles coming in. He does have 4 home runs and has driven in 11 runs. Hits it right back over the mound. No, Brown goes up and makes the stab over to first for the out. Gold glove play by the pitcher, and 2 outs. That one might have been headed into center field for Clayton. And here's Blake Porter, who was grounded to second and struck out. Blake at 360 was 2 for 3 on the 4th of July and drove in 2 runs for the West Coast Kings. Out of USF, Mr. Porter steps in here with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th. Just misses with the slider. 1-0. Great crowd out here for a little Friday night baseball action. That's a lifted foul down the right field line. It will get out of play over by the VIP area. I didn't notice those big balloons over there for Clifton, too. So he's got the great spread. He's got all his people in the VIP, and he's got a couple dozen balloons down there with Potter colors on them. A fitting birthday tribute to the owner, one of the owners of the Lincoln Potters. 1-1 on Blake. 2-1 on Blake. Piper's been all over the place today. In the Cattleman's race, he played an integral part. He was, he threw the ball. He throws little baseballs after the 5th inning all the time, and finally got one up here into the booth, which I quickly snagged and gave it away. I don't know what was wrong with me. 3-1 on Porter. E.J. Cord, who doubled his last time up, is in the on-deck circle. Hit high and well to left center field, giving chase is Groves. And that one is out of here. That's a home run for Blake Porter. We saw it the other day. He had the stroke. He hadn't had it in the first 2 at-bats, but that one is out of here. And the second run on the board for the West Coast Kings on their 5th hit. Here's E.J. Cord. Hit it out to left center field, one of the deeper parts of the park, did Blake Porter. So Cord, who has popped to second and doubled, makes the score 8-2 in favor of the Potters and the West Coast Kings. As we said last time, they lost 14-3, but they had 10 hits. There's a strike. And Porter, who was 0 for 2, is now 1 for 3 with the solo home run. His 3rd run batted in against the Potters this season. That's fouled down the right field line by E.J., who's out of Sierra College. and came in with a .321 average and a pair of home runs. He's driven in 10. Doubled in the fourth, but was stranded there when McNiven grounded out to end the inning. Here's the 0-2. Right down the middle, call strike 3. So coming back strong after the Porter homer is Drew Brown. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Potter's on top 8-2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Mason Belding, the first hitter for the Potters here in the bottom of the 6th as they lead at 8-2. The Kings bringing in a new pitcher. The right-hander is Aiden Waters out of Chapman College. Wearing number 32. He is the third pitcher, as we said. Lim started, and then Everhard. Ty was 2 innings, just 1 hit, but 2 runs. He walked 4 and struck out 1. So 7 walks so far by the Kings. Potters only have 5 hits. 2 of them are home runs by Perrin Bland. And Belding is the hitter. 1 ball and no strikes on Mason, and he fouls that one back over the top of the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fly to right and a walk for Mason Belding tonight. 0 for 1 for the catcher out of LSU. 236 on the year for Mason. He's followed by Jordy Lopez and then Ethan Groves here in the 6th inning. That one is a good-looking pitch in there for a strike at 82, 1-2. Blake Porter, the home run in the top of the 6th to bring the Kings within 6 at 8-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Mason. Inside. Really curious to see what this charm thing is that we're getting on Harry Potter night tomorrow. And then, of course, the caramel corn from Fat Cat. They always have the special caramel corn for special occasions. We've had birthday caramel corn. We've had 4th of July caramel corn. Tomorrow, Harry Potter. So come on out and check it out. Belding takes ball. If you can, if you're in the area, come on out. It's a Saturday night. Come out, check out some baseball. Hopefully get the Potters a W. Tonight we've had some fireworks. Not an official fireworks night, but Perrin Bland has supplied us some fireworks with a pair of 3-run home runs. Belding fouls it down the first base line. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kings have had their version. Blake Porter with that home run back in the top of the 6th. So come on out and check us out. If you're not able to come out, of course, follow us on Stones Broadcast Network's YouTube or Lincoln Potters Baseball YouTube. Subscribe, follow, like, do it all. Don't miss any action. Belding lines it into right field. Is that going to stay up? No, it's going to get past the right fielder and go all the way to the fence. Porter runs it down, and Belding is going to stay at second base with a line drive double. Mason hit that one very hard. It's his 6th hit for the Potters. That's 104 off the bat for Mason Belding, and it took Porter. Looked like he thought he had it run down, but it got by him. And Mason is at second base with nobody out, and here is Jordy Lopez, who was singled, struck out, and flied to center. Jordy at 474 entering the game. 2 home runs, and well, that time a team leading 29 runs batted in, but Perrin Bland has taken care of that number. Waters' fastball is swung on and missed. A little upstairs, and Jordy thought he might put a little charge in that one and did not make contact. He does have, as we said, the 2 home runs. Committed to Cal State Fullerton, Mr. Lopez. He's tonight's DH for the Potters. Traditionally, he's been the center fielder for the most part of the summer. And he's been here since day one, I believe. Belding leads at second. Lopez takes outside. Tyrus Boat behind the plate. McNiven, Huey, Cord, and Altamora in the infield. Martinez, Clayton, and Porter in the outfield for the West Coast Kings. And the third pitcher is Aiden Waters. Lopez fouls that one back to the screen. So it's 1-2 on Jordy. $50-50 is, I think, a travel ball team. They're almost to $1,000. So the pot's going to be pretty sweet tonight. That's an added attraction when you come out here. You buy a couple of tickets, got a chance for a nice payday. Inside gets away, and going to third is Belding on the wild pitch. So he is down there, and Jordy Lopez is only 90 feet away from his 30th run batted of the season. It's a 2-ball and 2-strike count on the Potters DH. Potters, I think, have some activity in the bullpen. Drew Brown, as we said, looks like Nathan Criswell, as Brown went 6 innings last week, and he has gone 6 innings so far tonight. Lopez hits it sharply on the ground to second base. It'll score the run easily. And the throw is offline, and he is safe at first base. So an error on the second baseman Cord on the throw, but Jordy will get credit for the RBI, as he was scoring anyway. First error for the Kings tonight. 9th run on the board for the Potters, and it'll bring up Ethan Groves. Nothing not routine about that one, but Cord's throw just pulled Altamora off the bag, and Lopez, running hard, was able to avoid that tag. And he is at first base with nobody out and a run in. And he is a threat to steal, of course. And here comes Waters with the pitch to Groves, and it's down low, smothered by Vogt. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here in the 6th, and the Potters have pushed one across to answer the one from the Kings in the top of the 6th. That one misses outside. 2-0. Groves at 389. He has fielder's choice, a strikeout, and another fielder's choice. So 0 for 3 for Ethan. Takes ball 3. Just a smidge too low from Waters. .30 pitches in there for a strike. 3-1 on Ethan Groves from Elk Grove, California, and Sac City College. He's a center fielder for the Potters tonight, taking Jordy Lopez's spot as Jordy assumes the DH duties. There goes the runner. The pitch is inside, ball 4. So that is the 8th walk given up by the Kings pitchers tonight, and it will bring up Ty McGraw. And I know Ty McGraw enough to know he's thinking of clearing the bases. The left-hander is walked twice and grounded to second. He has 4 home runs on the season, driven in 13 as he's hitting at an even 300 from Gardendale, Alabama. Lopez at second, Groves at first. McGraw takes high. 1-0. No activity as of yet for the Kings. We said Criswell loosening up down in the pen for the Potters. Nate out of Escalon, California. 1-0 coming to McGraw. Takes outside and high, 2-0. McGraw's mom, Tracy, one of the McGraws that was out here over the last week, signing she was the first signature on the Parents Baseball. Tracy Brown, mother of Drew Brown, tonight's pitcher, is the second. McGraw pops that one up out of play at 71 miles an hour, so he was trying to time it. Couldn't quite do it. And Waters now in the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Defensively, they are pulled around to right and deep for Ty McGraw. Hits it sharply in the hole, base hit right field. Let's see if Lopez can score. Jordy's going to round the base. The throw in a hop in is not in time, and Lopez scores the 10th run. McGraw gets the RBI. Ethan Groves goes all the way to the 3rd, and the Potters are still set up here in the 6th inning. They've scored twice, and it's 10-2 Potters. McGraw with his 14th run batted in, and still first and third. One of those runs, the Jordy Lopez run, is unearned against Waters. And that brings up Shane Miller, who was walked twice and struck out. That is hit number 7 for the Potters. And quickly, the Kings are scrambling in the bullpen to get someone up and ready. Looks like a right-hander going to quickly start to loosen up as Miller steps up with Perrin Bland on deck. So McGraw probably thinking long ball, but he geared it down and geared it down to meet the 72-mile-an-hour fastball and drilled it into right field. Porter came up with a pretty good throw, but Lopez was scoring all the way. There was no doubt. And Groves took advantage to take third. And here's Miller, who has a pair of home runs himself. Takes down low, 1-0. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Miller out of Gilbert, Arizona, attends the University of New Mexico. Hitting at .351 coming in. Hits it high and deep to right. Forget it. Home run, Potters. That's a 3-run blast by Shane Miller, and it's 13-2. Potters' 3rd 3-run home run of the day. And it's now 13-2 Lincoln. Miller, 3 home runs and now 16 runs batted in. And here's Perrin Bland. So a double, an error, a walk, a single, and a home run. And a meeting at the mound here is it looks like we're going to get a pitching change, but they fooled me last time, so I'm going to wait on that one as the Kings bring their infield to the mound. The point goes to the bullpen, and we are going to get a pitching change confirmed. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Potters on top 13-2.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Joe Weiser, the new pitcher for the West Coast Kings. He is out of Palomar Junior College, and he'll face Perrin Bland with the bases empty. The Potters have scored 5 times here in the 6th, 3 of them on the Shane Miller home run. The 3-run home run, a familiar note tonight, as Perrin Bland, our current hitter, has 2 of them. And he'll take a ball. He's 3-run homer in the 1st and tried it, liked it, decided to do it again in the 3rd, and then walked and scored in the 5th. So 2 for 2. He's scored 3 times and driven in 6. And he comes up here with the bases empty here in the 6th inning. Weiser's pitch is fouled back. Weiser at 84 with that fastball. Big guy, about 6'3", 6'4", I would say. And the 50-50 goes. It is $502 to the lucky. Breaking ball's hit well to center field. Going back is Clayton. He's got room and he'll make the catch. So Bland hit it right on the nose, but flying out to center field for the first out here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Aiden Diome. Aiden is grounded out, struck out, and flied to right. But he just didn't get quite enough of that one back in the 5th inning. So 0 for 3 for the Roseville product out of West Park High School. Headed to the University of Arizona. First team All-Metro, first team All-San Joaquin section after a tremendous senior season at West Park High School. Weiser delivers off speed, and Aiden swings through it 0-1. Ian Guanzon, the newly minted hitter and RBI man for the Potters this summer after a last innings 2-run double, is on deck as Diome takes a ball down low. It's 1-1. Weiser from the windup, the 1-1. Fouled off. Another off-speed pitch breaking in on Diome. 1-2. So it's 1-2 on Dion. And he catches the outside corner with that one for a call, strike 3. Second out of the inning, first strikeout for Joe Weiser, and here is Ian Guanzon, who grounded to second, walked, and then a 2-run double for his first hit of the summer in the 5th inning. We're in number 12, playing third base. The Potters with those dark blue uniforms today with the red numbers. And Ian will step in against Joe Weiser with 2 outs here in the 6th. The Potters have already scored 5 times. 3 3-run homers for the Potters tonight. The Earl Weaver way of attacking baseball. Strike on the inside with an off-speed pitch by Weiser. Really good location. 0-1. Earl Weaver was a big proponent of the 3-run home run. And you know, when you get him, it's really nice. You can't really wait for him, but when you get him, it's really nice. Breaking ball, that one misses. Just a little too high, a smidge, as we say in the technical terms, 1-1. That's outside for a ball. Looks like Chris Fisher is in the on-deck circle to bat for Brady Dobson, the new addition. So, assuming he'll go out in the left field in the top of the 7th inning and either hit this inning or next inning. 2-1 on the way. That's in there. Call strike on the inside corner. Beautiful, beautiful location on that pitch. That's right on the line. 2-2 on Ian out of East Tennessee State, hailing from Chico, California. Breaking ball misses inside. Trying to hit that corner again, just missed it that time, so he runs the count full on Ian. That's fouled down the right field line. Look out over there, Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill. Got one more inning to sell beer. I don't want the ball coming through your the front of your establishment down there. Ripped down the third baseline foul. And Guanzon will do it again after a couple of foul balls. So it stays full on Ian. Lim, Everhard, Waters, and now Weiser for the Kings. And they do have another guy warming up as well. 3-2 pitch in the dirt. Nice at bat by Guanzon. He's on base for the 3rd time, and the 9th batter of the inning will be Chris Fisher, who will hit for Brady Dobson, who was 0 for 3 in this one. So Fisher, a recent addition to the Potters roster, out of Roseville, California, and Sierra College. Played against the Potters, I think, on the Peloteros. Evan, do you remember? Very impressive guy. We remarked upon it because he seemed to get on base all the time. And so the Potters kind of noticed it as well. Or maybe they just listened to us. They didn't notice it. They said, hey, those guys know what they're talking about. He says he's on base all the time. He is the 9th batter of the inning. And he'll swing and miss at that first pitch. 0-1. Fisher wearing number 8 for the Potters. Outfielder, played center mostly. We assume he'll be going into left field in the top of the 7th inning. And that's in the dirt. That's a nice block by Boat behind the plate to keep Guanzon over at first base. Evens the count up at 1-1 Tomorrow night, Harry Potter night out here at McBean Stadium. It's a crazy night. You know, Harry Potter is here. I mean, the real Harry Potter is here. Hagrid is always here. Another nice block by Vogt. McGonagall has made appearances. Luna Lovegood has made appearances. I think Hermione, I don't know, she might have big-timed us. Ron Weasley? Perhaps. Perhaps. I would think, Evan, that was your guy, Ron Weasley. Fisher, check swing. Did he go around? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Let's ask the umpire. He said no. 3-1. Ball gets loose from the bullpen down the Kings, and Tyler's Road just because I'm going to throw as far as I can. And he overthrows the guy in the bullpen by about 5 yards, but I applaud the effort, sir. Let's do it again. Guanzon leading. There's the pitch, and it's fouled back. So that will run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the 6th. 5 runs in for the Potters. The big blow, the Shane Miller 3-run home run, his 3rd of the season. He now has 16 runs batted in. This is the 9th hitter for the Potters, who scored 3 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, and 2 in the 5th before this. That is ball 4. So Fisher, good at bat, gets the base on balls. Potters bat around, and we'll send Mason Belding up to the plate. With Guanzon moving down to second base. So first and second and 2 outs. Belding has flied to right, walked, and doubled. Hit that double, just scorched it into right center field. Back in the, back in this inning, to be honest with you. He scored a run, the first run in the inning. Mason takes a strike, 0-1. Came in at 236, is 1 for 2 today with a run scored. He has 2 on and 2 out. He's followed by the top of the order. That would be Jordy Lopez. Oh and 1. Big breaking ball is way too high and outside, so Mason says, no, don't think so. 1-1. Don't think so, says the young man out of Del Oro High School. The Eagles, or Golden Eagles, I think Eagles. They don't raise no fools. They're not going to swing at that. One pitch. That's fouled back to the screen. 85 from Weiser. Gets him ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Potters with 8 hits in this one. Now, 10 walks issued by the Kings pitchers. And the Kings have made 1 error. That was back in the very early stages of this inning. Belding takes high. It's 2-2. Nine home games left after tonight. 9 scheduled home games for the Potters. 2 more this weekend. 1 midweek, the Mudcats, and then a couple more next weekend. High pop-up. Might stay in the field of play. Here comes Altamura, and they do not make it. Right in the on-deck circle, as far away from all 3 players who were converging as could possibly be. And Mason Belding, with a perfectly placed foul ball, allows him to stay alive. Again, the highlights of this homestand tomorrow night, Harry Potter night, of course. Then next week, Christmas in July on the 17th, snow globes given to the first 500. And the last fireworks night is the 18th, Star Wars night as well, so it's a big one. Get your tickets, LincolnPotters.com, for any of the upcoming games, but especially for that one because fireworks nights tend to sell out. Belding takes low. Full count on Mason. Potters trying to get over 500 in PEL play as they sit at 8-8, looking up at the Prune Packers, the Crabs, and the Rogues. So they got some ground to make up. They've got the Rogues twice at home later in the month. Belding swings and misses. So the Potters score 5 times here in the inning. We'll go to the top of inning number 7. Potters 13, Kings 2.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Top of the 7th inning, we got a pinch hitter. His name is Davis Minton. He is batting for Jimmy McNiven. So that makes him the Dueling Dogs batter officially. McNiven was 0 for 2 while he was in there, and now Davis Minton will take off. And Nate Criswell is the pitcher for the Potters, as Drew Brown is done for the evening. Criswell out of Escalon, California, in the portal, I've heard tell of Troy University perhaps, and his first pitch is outside. Actually, second pitch is outside, 2-0. So Minton, the pinch hitter out of Chapman College, will be followed by Tyrus Vogt and then Ryan Hubbard here in the 7th inning for the West Coast Kings, who trail this one 13-2. Criswell delivers a strike at 91. So technically we have a Dueling Dogs batter here with Davis Minton. So the fans still got a little thirst. That is a strike, 2-2. Got a little thirst. Perhaps they can satiate that with a little half off on Dueling Dogs if we get a strikeout here of the pinch hitter Minton. Lots of kids out today. It's great to see. Just out here enjoying the ball game. Swing and a miss, and there's the strikeout. So the second Dueling Dogs strikeout of the night, and the first out of the 7th inning is recorded. That's the 8th strikeout. It's Drew Brown, another great performance. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. They both earned. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 7. So his last 2 outings against Healdsburg and the West Coast Kings, 12 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts. So 1 walk over 12 innings is just tremendous. And here is Tyrus Vogt, the catcher. Swings and misses at the slider, 0-1. Brown in line to get the win, which would be his 3rd of the season. Oh, and 1 to Vogt, who has struck out and singled in this one tonight. Criswell moves him off the plate. A polite way of saying he almost hit him. 1 ball and 1 strike to Vogt out of Cosumnes River College. That moves him off again. The fastball at 93 from Criswell, but misses the strike zone, so it's 2-1. Ryan Hubbard scheduled next. Tonight's DH for the West Coast Kings. Criswell comes in 2-1. Sliders outside and high, 3-1. Vogt with 4 runs batted in on the season, came in at 400 and is 1 for 2 tonight. And that one moves him off the plate again, ball 4. So first base on balls given up by the Potters tonight is a walk to Tyrus Vogt here in the 7th, and Ryan Hubbard will be the next hitter, except I think this might be a pinch hitter. No, it's Ryan Hubbard. He just went up to the umpire like he was reporting it as a pinch hitter. Maybe as a kind of a fake on everybody. I don't know. Hubbard has struck out and singled, an infield single back in the 3rd inning out of Santa Clara University. Breaking ball moves him out inside again. So Criswell is consistently missing in the same place, which is inside to the right-handed hitters. Zach Altamura, the first baseman, is next. And Mason Belding's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. As Evan zeroes in on the huddle, as he often does. Just got to get that lip reading thing working. Then we know exactly what they're saying. 1-0 on Ryan Hubbard. Short lead at first by, look out, did that miss him inside, or I thought it had to hit him. And Vogt's going to go down to second base on the wild pitch. I don't know how that missed him at 90 miles an hour, but Hubbard doesn't know either, I don't think. It's 2-0. So Criswell got the strike out of Minton, but since then has had trouble with the inside corner. And he's behind 2-0 now to Hubbard. Breaking ball inside. 3-0 now. The Potters are getting a little activity in their bullpen as well, just starting out. That is in there for a strike. Tyler Vargas, the identity of the pitcher down in the bullpen for the Potters. As Criswell gets in there with a strike at 3-1 now. That's in there for a strike again. Hubbard thought about it, let it go, and then said, why did I let it go? 3-2. Looks like Dylan Warren is on deck to pinch hit. That's fouled back. Three balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Nice comeback by Criswell. Came back from 3-0, couldn't find the location, and came back and got the strikeout, his second. So Dylan Warren will be our hitter, wearing number 13. One ball and no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. That is inside for a ball. James Hartman has come out on deck to bat for Martinez. Two outs and 1 on. That one catches the outside corner. Strike 2. Fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Misses outside, 3-2. Well, he keeps calling for more cowbell, and he gets the cowbell. And now let's get the results here. As Vogt still out at second base, 2 outs here in the 7th. Line drive at second base. Bland's right there for the out. So Criswell gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potters fans stretching pretty easy with that big 13-2 lead.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Caleb Houghton is the new pitcher. Cole Houghton is the new pitcher for the Kings. He is the 5th pitcher after Lim, Everhard, Walters, Weiser, and now Houghton. Weiser 1 inning, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And the first batter will be a pinch hitter. Is going to be Carson Moore coming in. Moore batting for Jordy Lopez, the designated hitter. Left-handed hitter out of Cameron Park, California. Steps up here to open the bottom of the 7th. He is scheduled to be followed by Ethan Groves and Ty McGraw. So Weiser, 1 inning, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And Houghton delivers outside. So Ethan Groves confirmed in the on-deck circle. And that's in the dirt, 2-0. 10 walks issued by the West Coast Kings really have hurt their chances tonight. They've only given up 8 hits. But the 10 walks and the 3 of the 8 hits have been 3-run home runs, so 2 by Bland, 1 by Miller. So that's kind of a big deal. That fastball at 88 is a little bit too high to Carson. So the pinch hitter has a 3-ball, no-strike count opening up at the bottom of the 7th inning. The Potters trying to grab game 1 of this 3-game series and get back over 500 in PEL play. There's a strike. Fastball in there for a strike again at 88. So 3-2 on Carson Moore, and Cole Houghton tries to come all the way back here after falling into a 3-0 hole to open up the bottom of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. He does come all the way back with an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. And Moore is the first out here in the 7th, and here is Ethan Groves. By the way, Jordy Lopez was 1 for 4, scored a run and drove in a run, his 30th of the season. So Groves has hit a couple of fielder's choices, struck out and walked. He's scored twice out in center field for the Potters tonight, as Jordy Lopez, the regular center fielder, was the DH, and now Carson Moore has taken over that spot. Houghton delivers low and outside. 1-0. Ty McGraw is scheduled next, and I don't imagine. Well, it looks like Ty McGraw. 2-0 now on Groves. Potters with 3 in the first, 3 in the third, 2 in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th. 3-0 on Groves. Single runs in the 3rd and the 6th for the West Coast Kings. Nice crowd out here on a Friday night. Still soaking in the action as the Potters bat here in the bottom of the 7th. That is a strike, 3-1. Right at the knees on the inside corner against Groves. So Ethan will step out and step back in and prepare to address a 3-1 situation here. Hit into left field, it might stay up, and it does. And that's Hartman out there now. He makes the catch for the 2nd out. So Groves hit it on the nose, but too much on the nose for his liking. 2 outs, and here is Ty McGraw. He grounded out, he walked twice, and as an RBI single, he scored 3 times tonight as Ty McGraw. And he's a fan favorite here, as he well should be. His 2nd year as a Potter, just an excellent summer last year, and more of the same this year, although he joined us a little late because he was in the College World Series, and so he kind of had to fulfill that obligation. Understood. Houghton delivers outside. 1-0. McGraw 1 for 2 today. Came in at 300 with 13 runs batted in. Has picked up number 14 with a single back in the 6th inning. 2-0 from Cole Houghton. Two 2-0 now on Ty. 3-0 on Ty. I want to roll down the first baseline. Scores from around the league. Healdsburg beat the California Red Tails narrowly 5-4, and in a PEL matchup, top of the 8th in Medford, the Rogues all over the Crabs, 16-5. So the Rogues, winning 3 in a row against the Potters, have kept it going, and they take on the visiting Crabs, and they have the big lead. McGraw takes ball 4. Rogues, I believe, are 8-4 in league play, so that would put them on 9-4. They've already played the Prune Packers early in the season. They may have 1 or 2 games remaining against Healdsburg, but I know they played a series early in the season. The Packers took 2 out of 3. So here's Shane Miller. He's walked twice, struck out, and hit a 3-run home run. Perrin Bland is on deck. He's hit 2 3-run home runs. So there you go. Can you top this, I guess, is what they're playing. That's a strike. Shane, as we mentioned, started out slow, but has the average up to 350 coming into today, and he's 1 for 2. He's scored 3 times. He's driven in 3 runs. That's chop foul. Oh, this is information I need to know. Where did this come from? This is the top brass? Yep. Okay. Let Phantom. Oh, I'm not supposed to read the part. Trace Wilhoit, the Colonel, who we love out of Kentucky, is the only Potter that has a 3 home run game. I was wondering about that earlier. Thank you, Mayor Ray Garcia, unofficially. That's good knowledge, my friend. Fouled off. Perrin Bland, that is, it figures in because Perrin has 2, and he will be up either this inning or to lead off the 8th inning. Trace Wilhoit, who had a great season here and then went on and is just shooting up the ranks in the minor leagues. I think in the Mets organization. He's a big home run hitter. Keep reading about him on the Twitter. What a great family he had. Lifted to left field. Hartman circling it and makes the catch for the out. So a walk and 3 outs here in the 7th inning. We'll go to the 8th, and the Potters still on top, 13-2.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the 8th inning, Potters on top 13-2. Tyler Vargas will be the new pitcher out of Wagner College. He'll relieve Nate Criswell, who went an inning, walked 1 and struck out 2. Drew Brown went the first 6 innings for the Potters. And now Vargas here in the 8th inning. He'll face James Hartman, the new left fielder out of Contra Costa College. And he'll take inside for a ball. Then Nate Huey and Miles Clayton scheduled the next 2. Although it looks like Emma Johnson is on deck to bat for Huey. Vargas delivers a swing and a miss. One and one on Hartman. Check swing and is in there for a strike, 1-2. 88 from Vargas. Martinez was 1 for 2 while he was in there. Had a single back in the 5th inning. He was the Farmer's 5th. He spoiled it all. for everybody. Swing and a miss. 10th strikeout for the Potters pitchers tonight. And here is, let's see. Yeah, it is Emmett Johnson, I think. Emmett Johnson will be the pinch hitter. He hails out of Ohlone College. Miles Clayton is scheduled next. Johnson up here with 1 out in the 8th. Potters trying to close this one down behind Vargas, and it's chopped down to third. Backhanded, nice play by Guanzon. Throws to first. Did he make the play? Ty McGraw with a great play on the other end. So Guanzon and then Ty McGraw collaborate on a web gem, and they retire Johnson for the second out of the inning. Had to come in on it and then had to backhand it. Made the throw on the run on a hop, and Ty has really proved himself to be excellent at those plays all season. It's Rayshawn Priest is our new hitter. Priest is batting for Miles Clayton out of Ottawa University in Kansas, and Rayshawn takes a strike. So 3 pinch hitters. Well, actually, Hartman was going to be a pinch hitter, but then he came in the game. So Priest takes a strike. Priest check swing. Did he go? I don't think so. No, he did not. 1-1 on Rayshawn. I think he was in the game on the 4th of July. He came on late and pinch hit and grounded out in his only appearance, and so he's 0 for 1. Kings with only 5 hits in this game. That's a strike. That's a strike as they had 10 hits, as we said a couple of times on the 4th of July, but just 5 tonight. Potters with 10 strikeouts and 1 ball and 2 strikes on the pinch hitter Priest. Vargas delivers down low, smothered by Mason Belding. 2-2. Back at it tomorrow. 7:05 is our first pitch right here on Stones Broadcasting Networks or Lincoln Potters Baseball on YouTube. Find us if you can't be out here for Harry Potter night and follow along. We'll bring you all the Harry Potter-like happenings. Check swing. He almost went around it by getting out of the way, and that's what Vargas thought. But no appeal down to the first base umpire, so we'll go to 3-2 on Priest. We'll find out about the Karma Corner. We'll find out about the charms that you get. First 500 that come through the door. We'll find out which Harry Potter characters are here. There's a lot to dive into tomorrow. And a ball game as well. 3-2 pitch, swung on and miss. Couple strikeouts for Vargas in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Potters on top, 13-2.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Cole Houghton still out on the mound for the West Coast Kings, the fifth pitcher for the Kings, and it is Perrin Bland at the plate, which is noteworthy because he's been very good today. Chops it foul down the third baseline. He had a 3-run homer in the first. He had a 3-run homer in the third. He walked and scored in the fifth, and he flied out deep to center in the sixth. So 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, 6 runs driven in for Perrin. Look out, that is inside for a ball out of Meridian, Mississippi, and they got to be proud tonight. It's late Meridian, but they still got to be pretty proud of what Perrin has accomplished in this one. Pops that one up, short center field, shortstop going out, center fielder coming in. It's a shortstop play, and it's made for the first out. And Huey was hit for, I'm going to assume that's Porter, who came into shortstop. So 1 out, and here's Aiden Diome. Diome fouls it away. And it's 0-1 Aiden, who's 0 for 4 so far tonight. Check swing, and that's down low. I know he wants to get breakthrough here on this at bat here in the 8th inning. Hits it down the first base line, but it's foul. Ian Guanzon, who's got a double, a couple of RBIs, and a couple of walks, and a couple of nice plays at third base, is on deck. Diome fouls it down the left field line this time, deep into the night down there at McBean Park, at which McBean Stadium is only a small part. And it stays 1-2 on Aiden out of Roseville's West Park High School. Beautiful place. Takes the ball 2-2. Headed for the University of Arizona is Mr. Aiden Diome. And that's called strike 3, and he knew it. Second strikeout for Houghton, and 2 outs here in the inning. And that will bring up Eden Guanzon, who grounded out to second, walked, doubled in 2 runs, and walked again. Broke into the hit column for the Potters tonight, broke into the RBI column as well with his first 2. Perfectly delivered line drive into left center field back in the 6th inning. Part of a 5-run 6th inning. Actually, he drove in 2. Shane Miller drove in 3 with a home run, and that was it. He'll take ball 1. A little bit low was that one. Lim, Everhard, Waters, Weiser, and now Houghton for the West Coast Kings. Brown, Criswell, and Vargas for the Potters. We think Dylan Schmidt might be coming in to close this one down, and we call it seal it when it's not a close situation. I think that Dylan might be called in to do that as a strike was taken by Guanzon. He is out of Chico, California, and attends East Tennessee State. And takes the strike. Nice breaking ball from Houghton, who, according to my information, is undeclared. So hasn't made up his mind yet, although that may be old information. He has a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Guanzon. Hit out towards shortstop. To his left, across the diamond, get him by a step at first base. So 1-2-3 for Houghton. He looked pretty good over his 2 innings. He gave up just a walk, struck out 2. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. Potters 13, Kings 2.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We are putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the 9th inning, Dylan Schmidt is the new pitcher for the Potters, the 4th pitcher for Lincoln in this one. And the hitter is John Bullock, number 46, and he takes inside, batting for Porter, who was 1 for 3 with a home run. So Bullock is the new hitter out of the College of Marin, left-handed hitter. And Schmidt is on, the 4th pitcher. Make that the 5th pitcher. No, make that the 4th pitcher for the Potters. Drew Brown went 6 innings and single innings from Criswell and Vargas, and now Schmidt. E.J. Cord is scheduled next. Swing and a miss. And then Davis Minton. But we'll see how that plays out as Schmidt out of Cal State San Marcos has a 1-ball, 2-strike count. That one's lifted foul. Over third, over the Casa Sabores to Mexico, who gifted Willie some street tacos, which looked just delicious. Of course, Luke Stoutwalker had the quesadillas, which is my choice. I love the quesadillas, and they're so full of flavor. 1-2, high pop up. Bland goes out. Center fielder comes in. That is Groves, and he'll make the catch. Make that Chris Fisher in center field. And here is, we have a pinch hitter, number 9, Gatlin Laird. So Laird will hit for Cord. EJ was 1 for 3 with a double, and there's a swing and a miss. So Laird is the hitter out of Folsom Lake College, and he fouls it off. So it's quickly 0-2. Again, see who's on deck. Minton is scheduled. I don't think that's him, but we'll see. Here's the 0-2 by Dylan. Breaking ball, call strike 3. So it's Davis Minton, who came on as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning for Jimmy McNiven and struck out. So he'll be up here for his 2nd try. That was the 12th strikeout for Potters pitchers. So here's Minton. There's a strike. Schmidt looking strong. 0-1. Oh, and 1. Minton out of Chapman College takes a swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. And when Schmidt comes in for a seal, he wants a seal, Evan. He didn't want to mess around. Oh, it's a last strike guy? Is there a last strike guy? Because sometimes there is, and sometimes I never know these days. That's ball one outside, 1-2. And I guess there's not. Oh, man, disappointment. Fans come out, they want to see the last strike guy. They got kids are saying they want to be the last strike kid. That is just misses. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Dylan Schmidt, the 4th pitcher for the Potters. Drew Brown is in line for the win. He went 6 innings, gave up just 5 hits and 2 runs. There it is, inside for a ball. A little bit too low as well. So Minton is prolonging the agony. We got a pinch hitter coming out on deck for Tyrus Vogt, if he gets a chance. Potters pitchers have only walked 1 so far tonight. Don't make me a liar, Dylan. There it is. Call strike 3. That's your ball game. Couple strikes out for Dylan Schmidt to give the Potters pitchers 13. And our final score today, the Potters win this 13-2. Drew Brown, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts. Criswell, Vargas, and Schmidt come in. They throw 3 hitless innings, and they strike out 6. As far as the hitting side is concerned, you got to mention Shane Miller, of course, a big 3-run home run, and he scored 3 times. But our player of the game, it's an easy choice. 2 3-run homers. He's 2 for 4. He scored 3 times. He drove in 6. He's the pride of Meridian, Mississippi. It is Perrin Bland. He is tonight's player of the game. Our final score, once again, Potters 13, Kings 2. We're back at it tomorrow at 7:05. For Mark the Phantom Lowe and for Evan the Engineer and for Willie and everybody else, we say thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.